What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Life Giving Podcast. You know what today is. It is time for Testimony Tuesday. We get to read a testimony. Today, I'll be reading off Reddit. Like I said, if you would like to share your testimony, please comment, email, social media, get a hold of us however you can. You can send in a video submission, you can write it all out and we'll read it no matter what. Your testimonies are the good news. Your testimony could be the thing that brings someone else to God. So please don't be afraid to share your testimony. And you can put your name on it. You can do it anonymously, whatever you want to do. But let's get to our testimony today. This is from Reddit. Exciting Worry 1111 is the username. We got a long one, so strap in. For some background, I grew up in a Christian household, but never really felt connected. I never felt the Holy Spirit everyone talked about. Sometimes I even felt guilty about it. I was trying to connect with God more in 2022. My mom gave me a Bible for my birthday, and I started to read it and was trying to learn. I was going through a lot of depression and suicidal thoughts, and there was a lot of self hatred going on at that time. Oof. In January 2023, I said a prayer to God before I went to sleep. I prayed that He would come back sooner because I was tired of the devil's schemes here. I was tired of the devil's schemes here and that I was at my breaking point. As soon as I went to close my eyes, I was completely frozen. I had a sleep eye mask on as well, so I could not even open my eyelids and see what was going on, and I could not move a single muscle in my body except to breathe. The only thing I can describe is this overwhelming feeling of fear came over me. Like all the fear I have felt in my lifetime in one moment. Terrified is not even a word to describe it. I could not speak or anything. So in my head, I yelled out to Jesus. All I said was his name and nothing else. I just said his name as soon as I could in my head. Even though I had the sleep mask on, suddenly a bright light came from the direction of my bedroom window. I remember thinking it's so bright that I can see the light underneath my mask. You would think I would have felt relief. But at this point, I was still confused and did not know what was going on. Then I heard a voice, and it was definitely not mine. It was very deep and monotone. The voice was speaking a language I did not understand, and they were not even any word. They were not even any words that were recognizable to me. I have no idea what language was being spoken. I could feel a warm feeling in my chest, and I started to feel at peace. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps reading this. Suddenly, even though I had the mask on, I could see the objects in my room, like my dresser and my nightstand. It was almost like thermal in a way. It was weird that I could still see my bedroom, even though my eyes were closed. And then I saw it crouched next to my nightstand by the head of my bed. It was about 2 or 3 feet tall, bald, black with red eyes and long fingers, and it looked scared of the voice that was speaking to it. In my head, I started screaming. I started asking, "What is that? What is that?" I was so scared. But then the peaceful feeling came back over me, and the light was gone. The creature was gone, and I could move my body again. It was like everything just stopped. I left my eye mask on out of fear of seeing that thing again. I prayed to Jesus and asked him to come back because I was not sure if he was here and I was still afraid. I laid in the same spot and kept the mask on as I prayed. Another light appeared, but this time it wasn't physically coming from my room, but I could just see it in my mind. I don't know how to explain it, almost like a vision. The most peace and serenity I have ever felt came over me. And in the light, I saw the silhouette of a person get closer and closer to me. I could not make out details about their face, and I don't know how to explain it, but I knew it was Jesus. Oh, I love this. I just knew it was him. Immediately in my mind, I dropped to my knees and I told him how sorry I was. My instinct was to just be as humble as I could, and my regret as soon as I saw him was immediate. It was like everything I had done wrong flashed before my eyes, and all I could say was, I'm sorry, over and over. He barely gave me enough time to explain why I was sorry before he told me that it's okay and that he loved me. He had a way of saying things without words. I could just feel what he was saying. I thought to myself in my head, I am no one. I can't believe you're here in front of me. I don't deserve this. He corrected me immediately and he told me, no, you are perfect. And I wish you could see that. Suddenly he showed me something. It was this beautiful light that looks like an opal, and I asked him what it was. Jesus told me, that's you. That's how I see you. I was so grateful and in shock at the same time. He told me he loved me again, and then the vision disappeared. I can only speculate and pray on the answers, but a friend of mine says she thinks it was likely a demon that was there, and that night I was saved by the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. I was in the pit of despair, suicidal, having health issues, and I do believe the enemy was trying to get me. And I think he almost did. I don't know if most reading this will believe me or not, but I will tell you this is 100% real. If you don't believe me, ask Jesus to come, and he will. I guarantee it. I am so grateful to Jesus that I was able to talk to him and receive his grace. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. That testimony would it gives you shivers. That testimony, it brings me such joy to read that testimony. Here he was at the end of his rope. He couldn't take life anymore. He was having these suicidal thoughts. He was having these health issues. He was going through so much shame, it seems like. He was going through so much doubt. He was seeking Jesus, but it just seemed like he couldn't find him. He grew up in a Christian household, yet he didn't feel connected. Just everywhere. But the thing is, he started looking for Jesus. He was opening his Bible. He was reading. And so although he might not in those moments he was reading have felt God's presence in his life, he might not have felt Jesus in his life, he continued to seek him. He continued to try to understand. And in this moment when the enemy tried to attack him as he was sleeping, it was Jesus who came, scared the enemy away, right? Get away from him. He's mine. Scared the enemy away and then told him, this is how I see you. Right? Because he saw himself with such shame. He's apologizing over and over. He's starting to explain, trying to explain himself. He's filled with regret. Jesus is like, it's okay. I love you. This is how I see you. It's that light, that perfectness. That is God. Guys, there's so, like he said, there are people out there who are going to read that and not believe a word. But it was 100% real. 100% real, guys. There's so many right now who are struggling with suicidal thoughts. There are so many right now living in shame. There are so many that are disappointed, that are depressed, that are lost, that are suffering, that are hurt, that are confused. He calls us to be a light to them. Be a light in a world full of darkness. Go out and share the good news. Share your testimony. This testimony was incredibly powerful. It seems like he was on the brink of the enemy getting him, but he called out to Jesus. Do you think when he called out to Jesus, Jesus was like, he done did all that in his past. He ain't never felt me. He's not worthy. No. Jesus came to him and told him, you're perfect. This is how I see you. We serve a God who loves. No matter how much we sin, no matter who we are, he loves us so deeply. You've got to call out to him. You've got to seek him. You've got to search for him. And then you will find him. Again, please send in your testimonies. Reading that, I got goosebumps all over me reading that. That was such a powerful testimony, and that was just incredible to be able to dive into, to be able to read. Send me your testimonies. I want to hear from you guys. How did God save you? How is God working on you? What's the difference that you've seen? That's all we have. I pray that you guys enjoyed. I pray that you subscribe and you come back for more. Please go out and seek him, seek understanding, seek guidance. I love you guys. I'll see y'all next time.